guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Amber and I'm the owner and creator behind Being a Bliss. I make all handmade baby clothing, blankets, embroidered shirts, anything to do with the baby, I do it. So anyway, today we're going to be doing another work with me video. I have a bunch of orders to get through today. I have a lot of cutting to do. I have some embroidery to do. And I have a lot of inventory for the local shop that I'm in to do. So I have a quite long list of to-dos today. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I do lives every Monday night, and every other Monday I do a live tutorial on some of the items that I make in my shop. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and please give this video a thumbs up if you like it and you want to see more content like this. I hope you guys have a great day. Please enjoy. So today we are going to be working on a few embroidered birthday shirts, and right here I'm just cutting out the fabric for the applique part of number 5. I'm doing a Spider-Man birthday shirt, and this is super popular for my shop. This is a big Spider-Man, but I also have a baby one as well that I sell, which also does extremely well. So I just have a few of these shirts to do today, a rainbow one, and then I also, in the very end of this video, I'm going to be doing a Build-A-Bear little teeny tiny shirt that a customer did a porch drop-off. She was local and she needed somebody to embroider this little tiny shirt for her. And it's just seriously the cutest thing you'll ever see. I was super nervous to do it because I've never done anything that small before, but I just ended up using my 5x4 fast frames, and it stitched out beautiful, and she was absolutely in love with it, which made me happy and she was happy. So win-win situation overall. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoy this video. I'm just going to be working on these applique shirts, and then I'm going to do some cutting and sewing and just work on orders throughout the day. So anyway, sit back, enjoy, work, do your thing, and I hope that you guys like this video. Here I'm cutting out some bibs and burp cloths that I do for the local shop that I'm in. So right here I'm doing inventory, and you'll see me flipping the pattern upside down and right side up. And if there's a directional fabric, you cannot do this because the pattern or print will not turn out the right way. But in this camo and a couple other prints that I have here, you can turn it either direction. So you'll see me flipping it back and forth, and that's perfectly fine. I use, for my bibs and burp cloths, just standard cotton fabric, and I get mine at Hobby Lobby mostly. I find a lot of good prints there. They rotate them out quite frequently. So the way I do inventory with this local shop is I replenish the prints every so often. So she doesn't always have the same prints in her shop for the local people that go there. And this allows me to find new prints, and with Hobby Lobby I find that every time I go in there, which isn't that often, they have new prints out, and so I just grab a bunch. I try to make it even amount for girls and boys. Sometimes I do gender neutral ones in there. So you'll see a few of those, and I have a system that I do with this. I'm doing 2 bibs, 2 burp cloths, and then 1 matching set. That way if someone comes in and wants to shop for a baby shower gift or just a gift for a friend, they have the option to do that. I'm layering them and then I cut them. Because of the grooves on here, I want it to be this exact size. And in the past when I did markets, I would try to cut multiples out at one time because it does take a while, as you can see. But I found that they were different sizes. One would be smaller, one would be bigger, and I'm all about aesthetic. And I just feel like if I cut them out one at a time, which does take a while, but like I said in the past, I like to give every single item the attention it deserves. And I just feel like it's more accurate if I do it one at a time. So I'm sure you guys have all been thinking, why is she cutting it out one at a time? You can cut multiple out at one time. I've done that before and I've tried it, but I just like it better individually because I feel like they're exactly the same size and they just look good to me. So everything you do in your business is about personal preference. You hear me say that word a lot. Don't worry about what other people think, just do your thing. Okay guys, I know that you guys have seen me do so many of these Spider-Man shirts because they are so popular. I know it's backwards because I have the camera flipped around. But I have a ton of these rainbow shirts that I have to do as well. So I was going to walk you through one of those. It's a boho rainbow shirt, super pretty. This is the one that I have. The colors are just gorgeous on it. This is my sample. This is how I do my samples. It's just with the solid knit fabric from Joann's, and I do my samples on these, and this is what it's going to be on this shirt right here. So let's get to it. So this is how I do my designs. I print them out so it shows. The colors obviously aren't right on here because you can switch them and change them around to whatever colors you want to use. And so then I just write down on here what colors I want it to be. So I wrote down step by step by step what colors I want it to be when I put it into my machine. Making progress. All these bibs. Now I have to do all these burp cloths. So, making progress. Here's what the reload looks like so far. Super pretty. Only have a couple more lines to go. Now I'll be cutting out the burp cloths, and these are contoured burp cloths. So I made this pattern, which I'm sure there are very similar ones out there that you can get, but this one I measured on myself because when I had my babies, they used to fall off of my shoulder and they wouldn't catch all the spit up and it would end up on the back of my shirt or the front of my shirt. So I wanted them to be a little bit wider and just contour against my neck so they wouldn't fall off. So I feel like these are very useful and they are a huge seller. Although I don't have them on my website anymore, I have been recently thinking about adding them back to the shop because I do still make them for the local shop I'm in, so why not just make them for the website as well? Because they're easy to make, they're fast, and a great seller. now that they're all cut out, I need to put the backing on them, and I use a plush fleece lining for the backing. Super soft. So this is how I do my tender touch. I actually pre-cut all these squares 8 by 8 inches, and then I round my corners. The reason I do this is because I feel like it doesn't show a big box in the front of the shirt when the child's wearing them, and it just makes it look a little bit nicer and cleaner cut. So I do take the time to do this. I know I've said this on some of my lives before, but I wanted to show those of you who have not seen this. So I always use white. This is the tender touch that you can get at Joann's, you can get on Amazon, and I just pre-cut mine 8 by 8 squares. I always lint roll it before I heat press the front. And I also pre-cut a Teflon sheet 8 by 8, and it literally just goes directly over the embroidery. And then I just heat it at 315 degrees for, I do it the full time, which is I think 15 seconds, just because I like it to lay nice and flat. If you have that Teflon sheet over the design, it won't ruin your satin stitches. And then what I do is I gently slide it over, and I go over to where the name is not underneath anymore, but I like to flatten this part out of the shirt so that it's nice and ironed, pressed, just like the rest of the shirt. And then there you have it. A nice, clean, flat shirt. And then I just leave it on the heat press, and I lint roll the back. The black picks up everything. And I want it to get to them really nice and clean. And I just fold it while it's on here. I have this ticket in here. This is how I do it. I put their ticket in their shirt bag because I reuse their shirt bags. And then I just slide it in there and it's ready to go. So today is my son's 5th birthday, and this shirt is a little special because he's been asking for this shirt for a really long time, and I just have been saving it for his birthday. Thought it would be more special to give to him on this day. He's turning 5 years old, and so I cannot wait to give it to him. While I'm working during the days and I'm doing my embroidery birthday shirts, I try to get as many orders done as I can while the satin stitches are stitching out. So right here I'm making a skirt that needs to go out tomorrow. And if you haven't seen my skirt tutorial video, go ahead and check that out. And if you have any questions, please feel free to message me, email me, or try to contact me on Instagram, however you prefer.
'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. And I think to myself, and I'm thinking out loud, we won't need nothing else for the rest of our time. And I know it so well, I will always be by your side. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
Giant, but when after you get done, it shrivels up to be a little skirt. Right here, I'm just going to be preparing to put the waistband casing in there. So I'm going to be starting off by sewing a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance basically on the top of the skirt, and that'll leave just a 1/4 of an inch little ruffle. And I just like my skirts like this because I feel like it just gives it a little more character. And then I will be sewing on the casing part, which is again at a 1/4 of an inch on the bottom of the casing piece. So if you don't know how to do this, please refer to my skirt tutorial video, and I go step by step how to do it.
The one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations. Oh, 'cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up 'cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better.
This is what my son's birthday shirt looks like. Isn't that so cute? You guys, he's gonna love it so much. I think it's stitched out so good. Look at the detail in that thing. So pretty. And then of course, his amazing name, Cameron. I even had a little tiny bear, like a Build-A-Bear shirt. It was a custom order, and they wanted the name Bo on it. So, look how tiny this thing is. It's on a 5x4 fast frame, so it's super duper tiny. It looks big on here, but it's so little. I was so nervous to do this, but it looks like it's turning out perfect. Oh my gosh, you guys, it turned out so cute. Look at that. So I ended up putting it on a 5x4 fast frame with a sticky stabilizer, and then I put 2 layers of tearaway stabilizer underneath the shirt, but I also ironed on a no-show poly mesh behind the actual shirt, kind of where you would put Tender Touch. So before I even stitched it out, I ironed on the iron-on no-show poly mesh, and it stitched out so good. Look at that, no mistakes. So if you ever want to embroider on little baby doll items or stuffed animal clothing like Build-A-Bear clothing, it is possible. Alright guys, this day has come to an end, but I wanted to say thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing and hit that bell notification so that you can get alerted whenever I upload a new video. Thank you guys all so much and have a great day.